Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? No problem, mate. Yes, I hear you. Lovely. Right. So, Spain it is. With a short qualifying setup. Let's have a little look and see who we got playing. Right, welcome folks to the F1 Winter League Round 1, and tonight even, we are in Spain, on the famous Catalonia circuit. We've got 17 drivers for this race. Short qualifying format just started, nobody of which yet is out. Well, I think we do have our first person going out. We have a few going out now. So we have Tress out. We have our Peter 13 coming out in the Ferrari. We've got Liam, the other Alpine, also on the outlap, as well as Stay Anza. Apologies, folks, if I'm pronouncing any of your names wrong. I'll try and get to grips with that. Dylan and the Haas is also out, as well as Churchy Brighton in the all-impressive Mercedes. And I think for this lap, we are going to ride on board with... We've got a yellow flag for someone who may have had a spun. We're going to ride on board with Churchy Brighton and Mercedes. He's just coming up to start his hot lap shortly. A few more turns. Meanwhile, the Haas of Dylan and the Alpine of Liam have started their hot laps. We've got a yellow flag somewhere. Back to Churchy Brighton though. And here he goes. Setting off. 6, 7. And over the line. Here is the hot lap. And at 200 miles an hour. Breaks down into 4th. 90 miles an hour through the chicane. Building up to 5th. 6th. It's a nice line. Keeps it tight. 4th into 5th. Lovely. Beautiful line there by Churchy Brighton. Into the heavy braking chicane. Back on the power as soon as possible. Try and carry as much speed through here. Make sure the car doesn't try to swap over on you. Negotiates that perfectly. Not quite flat. DRS open. Make it a bit of that speed. And heavy braking. Down into 2nd. Lovely little line through there. Dylan, meanwhile, setting the fastest lap at the 1:18.7. I do believe he was the first to cross the line. Meanwhile, we're staying on board with Churchy Brighton. Press now with an 18.1. It's a yellow flag in Sector 2 and Sector 3. I'm not sure who that is. What time will Churchies be? Crosses the line in a 1:20.9 off the pace. Meanwhile, Kimbo Slice just started his hot lap. And Bonnie Val 99 has gone faster at a 1:17.6. The track is evolving now. Geek Fusion, just a tenth behind, just under a tenth even. The 1:17.7. We're staying on board with Kimbo Slice, who I do believe is on a hot lap. Lovely. Oh no, we got a spinner. We got a spinner. Kimbo Slice just getting on the power a little bit too early. Meanwhile, Lee Craig goes past on his in lap, I do believe. Could be on another hot lap. I'm going to stick with Lee Craig. Do believe he is on a hot. Oh, he's gone too deep there. Trying to carry far too much speed. And he's spun as well. When it rains, it pours for you, Lee. Meanwhile, Naismith, and just as we come to Naismith, he spins out. It's the commentator's curse. In that case, we're going to go to Steyanza, who's just started the hot lap now. Oh, I got to stop coming to these drivers. They're spinning as soon as I come onto them. Meanwhile, Castangel with a 1:17.5 on the medium tyres. That is quick. If he can stay in the top 5 and on those mediums, that's going to put him in good stead for the race. Unique Eye. Blistering lap of 1:16.4. Absolutely blistering. Let's see if we can get someone on hot lap now. Liam 567 is on a hot lap. Sector 3 currently. Looking towards the chicane now at the last. Down into second. Try and get on the power as early as possible. I do believe now. This is hot. Nope. We've abandoned the lap. We got most drivers in the pits. We've got Shortbread 224 in the Mercedes on an out lap now. We'll be staying on board with him for the duration of his lap, of his hot lap even. And Shortbread 224 just about to start his hot lap now. Up into 8th gear. 190. Making good speed down the straight. When's he going to pick his spot? Lovely. Carries that speed nicely. Can he keep it balanced? Yes, he can. Unlike the pass on the side of the track there. The flag in Sector 1 should not affect him. We've got Lil Pat just up ahead. Come on, boys. I hope they don't ruin each other's laps. I think that may have just put Shortbread off just a tiny little bit there. Well, we will be getting a slight toe down here. Coming up to the break, to the straight now. To the blind corner, and Lil Pat goes. We got another spinner. We're going to stay with Shortbread. Carries good speed through there. A little bit more than the other Mercedes, the Churchy Brighton. Heavy braking now. Gets that became perfect. Gets good drive out the corner. Keeps it balanced. Can he bring it in? Keep it tight. Yes, he can. This is looking a good lap. It's looking a very good lap. Will it be enough to beat Unique High at a 1:16.4? No. However, it will be enough for second. That's still a stonking lap there by Shortbread. 1:16.9. I think he lost a little bit of time behind the Ferrari. I reckon there's a few more attempts in there from Shortbread. I think if we stay on board with him here, I think he may be going for another hot lap. He is 3 attempts down on his original lap, though, at this point. That looks like a better drive out there. A little bit hesitant to get on the power there. Keep it tight. DRS open. I'm not too sure if this is a hot lap, folks. Well, that's brilliant speed through there. He kept it tight. Get on the accelerator. Yes, he can. Navigate through the chicane. And it wasn't a hot lap. And I think we've got Dylan F just about to start his hot lap. Now we're going to go over to him. Oh, and I believe he just finished one. And carry speed now, keep the car balanced. I do believe he's on a warm-up lap. We're going to try and find someone now about to start a hot lap. We've got Naismith. Naismith just about to start a hot lap now. Let's ride on board. Currently a 1:28.2 down in 13th. I'm sure that will improve now as the track rubbers in. A little bit hesitant there to get on the power, but we have seen a lot of spinners at that point already. Maybe wise to play it safe there. Last 2 attempts on Unique Eye at this point. Really attacking that hairpin there. Went a little bit wide, but it's okay. Negotiate this tricky chicane. Yes, he can. Not too bad through there. It's come off the power mid-corner there. Can he make up for it now on this short little hairpin? A little bit wide, but actually carry good speed. Too much to the curb, and it gobbled him up. Well, it looks like it could be another fresh set of softs for Naismith. I doubt he'll want to finish starting the race in 16th. Meanwhile, if we go over to Churchy Brighton, he's just about to start his hot lap, and away we go. Negotiates the chicane, very nice there. Turn 1-2 complex. It's gone wide though, and it's in the wall. It's in the wall from Churchy. Negotiated that first chicane very, very well. It was disappointing that. Meanwhile, we're going to go over to A11 Does YouTube, who's just started his hot lap now. And is... Oh, we got a bit of lag. We're going to depart from A11 Does YouTube. And we're going to go on board with the Alpine Liam 567. He's just on his out lap now. Starting his hot lap very shortly. Ooh, almost losing it there on the outlap. Rear end getting a bit happy. A lot of drivers there have been having problems at that turn negotiating it. Whether there's just a general consensus not getting enough heat into the tyres from the drivers, or whether it's just a problem corner. But they're taking a lot of curb, they're taking a lot of risks. Right, here we go. Liam 567, what can you do, mate? A little bit of a twitchy end there on the exit. May cost him a few miles per hour down the end of the straight. Although it's looking quicker than Mercedes in the straight line. Attacks the first corner. Into the left-hander, and we got another spinner. I sound disappointed. I'm just surprised there's so many spinners. Not to rub it into any of you guys. Meanwhile, we're going to ride on board of our pit of 13. Let's hope he can keep it on the road. Here we go. 6th, 7th. And away we go with our pitter. The yellow flag in sector 2, that should be cleared up by the time he gets there. He's got to make it round here first. Oh, goes wide! Goes wide, definitely lost time there. Mind you, the spinner and the yellow flag in sector 1, I think, may have just put him off quite a bit. And he has abandoned the lap now. So we're into the final 2 minutes of this qualifying session. And we're going to ride on board with Zexify. I'm really not sure if I pronounced that all right. He's getting his tyres nice and warm, spinning them up, ready to attack. As he will have time for another lap afterwards, but obviously the tyres will be at their best now. And here he goes, onto the straight. Currently 10th. He'll want to get a better lap than that if he is to start on these soft tyres, which the top 10 do. The rest of the field get a free choice, but that was beautiful negotiated. Carrying brilliant speed through the long right-hander as well. Can get his braking spot on. And I'd say that looks pretty good. Pushing the car wide up the gears. Oh, that is lovely. Been inches. Inches. Oh, that is lovely. Inch perfect through those set of corners. Coming up to the difficult chicane now. Can he keep it planted? Stop that rear stepper now. He can. A little bit of an iffy moment on entry, but he manages to keep it more or less flat there through turn 9, I do believe, or was it 10? Someone please correct me. Into the heavy braking zone now at the hairpin. Hisses the curb perfectly. A little bit of a wobble on exit, but nothing tragic. And that was stable as you like through the complex there. Meanwhile, Unique High goes even faster with 1:16.2. It's Zexify at the minute coming through the last to one corner on a 1:9. Where will it be for Zexify? It is a 1:17.1. That's enough for 4th. He'll be happy with that. And that is qualifying over. We have got M. Duran 09 about to finish his hot lap. And he's 200th up. I believe I think that will be Unique High's time. Let's have a look. He's keeping it stable. That's a lovely drive out of there. Kane. Oh, that was a little wider than you probably would have wanted. The makes up beautiful. Oh, that is lovely. He's on that power nice and early. Let's see. No, it's a 1:17.1. So it was up on his time. We're going to go down the order now. Costanzo 148. I think he may have been one of the spinners earlier. It looks to have gone a little. Oh, big moment there. Big moment for Costanzo. If he was on a hot lap, well, he isn't now. Meanwhile, we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I'm not sure who that may have been. Bress. It's on the medium tyres. I believe this is on a hot lap. Negotiates the chain carefully there. Leaving it on a nice edge. Again, a little bit wide on that chicane. Probably would have wanted a tighter angle. Can improve on his 117.6. No, he goes half a second back, slower even. It's just in the low 118s. So let's have a little rundown of the top 10. Starting on pole will be Unique Eye in the Alpha. Just to the right of him, we've got Stay Anzit in the Aston, blocking out the front row. A few tenths slower, it's Zexafi with a very nice lap, which we went on board with. Shortbread 224, 116.8 gets him 4th. Geek Fusion, M. Duran, 5th and 6th, respectively. Stangel and Dabler locking out that 4th row back. And we've got Petress and Bonival completing the top 10. From there down into 19th, we got Dylan F, Kimbo Slice, Liam, R. Peter, Lee Craig, Naismith, Churchy Brighton, who had a few spins, really could have made a few more positions there, as the lap wasn't that bad before he did spin. Lil Pack 18th from rounding up the grid is A11 does YouTube. I'm just going to take a quick break, folks, and I'll be back for the race. And we're off on the formation lap here. Unique Eye to lead them away. Been right on board here with him now. Just see how our pole sitters getting warmed up and ready for this one. So quick rundown of the order with the tyres they're on. So we got the front six from Unique Eye all the way down to M. Duran in the Haas on the soft tyres. Then we got the first medium runner in Costangel. Patres not too far behind him in ninth. And then our other four medium runners are Pitter, Naismith, Churchy Brighton, and bringing up the rear, Wahi. A11 does YouTube. Right, so we'll start off looking at the gap from the leader for the first few laps. Let's see how everyone's settling in. And then it'll be the much more... Oh, we've got a disqualification. Liam 567. Apologies, I won't ride on board for that one. Not too sure what happened there. See if I can get some information on that one. And they're just making their way through to the grid now. And here we go. We're almost ready. 4 lights, 5 lights. And they're off. Oh, we've got a false start there for Sexaphy. Oh, and there's carnage already. We've got an Alpine out. We've got a Red Bull and a Ferrari crashing in. Meanwhile, it's Unique Eye from Stayanza, from Shortbread, from Geek Fusion. They managed to get away cleanly. And we got a virtual safety car, as always, at the start of online racing. Let's try and... We haven't got any replays here just yet. Can't exactly see what happened with... What I will be able to tell you is who's without a front wing. Or at least with a damaged front wing. We got Lil Pack at the back. He hasn't got a front wing, so he was involved. Patres, have you got a wing? I don't think the Alpine of Patres or the Red Bull in front of him, Naismith, all three are missing their front wings. If anything, that works out better for Lil Pack. Being on the soft tyres, he'll be able to, I presume, strap on a set of mediums now. Or would he go for a set of hards and no pit stops? Let's have a look. No doubt all three of them will be going into the pits. Oh, Patres with a cheeky little move into the pits there. Sebastian Vettel-esque. There's a 5 second... Oh, Lil Pack speeding has got 5 seconds. And that's a set of hards on for Naismith. Set of softs on for Patres. Lil Pack is a set of hards as well, so we've got a few strategies in play here. Though those hard tyres, should they be able to go to the end? think they should be able to go to the end with a little bit of nursing maybe, although the pace difference at the start is going to make it very hard till about 4 or 5 laps in when they really come to life. It's a penalty also for Lee Craig. And they are back off again. Going to ride on board here with Castangel, who is the highest medium runner, who's just picked up a free position. Dylan with a spin in sector 1. That corner's catching everyone out, not only in the qualifying. It's the long swooping right now. Can he get on the throttle earlier than the two ahead of him? McLaren and the other Haas. You can see the pace difference and the exit there between the two soft runners ahead. Although he makes good work there as Chicane coming through, has to lift on those medium tyres. Well, I'm assuming they all will at the minute with the understeer fuel on board. He can stay within the DRS. He'll be in with a good chance. He is 5 tenths back from Davila, who himself has gone up to 6 tenths now from Enduran. He'll stay on board with Castangel. See how this pans out for a few laps. Debla can pull away outside the DRS zone. Here comes DRS now for Castangel. Dips into the grass midway. He's actually lost time on that straight. Being the third man in the DRS change. We're going to switch over now to Dabler, 1 ahead. Who is only 6 tenths behind Endon still. We'll stay with this little battle here for 5th. Danger's closed in 4 tenths now. Debla takes that nice down to 2nd. Can he get on the power early? Yes, you can see the difference in those softs there. Fraction out of that corner. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. Staying with Kebla, DRS about to open up. Danger is closer to Debla than Debla is to Moran though. And Doran, sorry, apologies for that. Takes it nice and tight. 3-second time penalty for Lee Craig. Keeping tabs with Endoran. Might just be biding his time here. Oh, a little bit of a dodgy exit there. It's gone up to a 2nd. He still will get DRS as he crossed the line just in time. See how much time he can make now on this straight. It was a 2nd. It's gone down to 7 tenths, 6 and closing. And by the breaking point, only 5 tenths behind. Can he get the chicane right? He can. A little bit wide. And Durang got a little bit of a better corner there. However, Debla is closed. That tenth he just lost on the corner. 500ths up on his previous lap. We're going to switch now to Castangel as Debla has a little wobble there. And that's Castangel. That's Castangel's invitation. Stay on the back of Debla. DRS coming up. Can he keep the traction? He can. Little Pat Ghost in there. He's already a lap down, as well as Naismith. Now the DRS opens up. We're going to stay on board this little battle here. Debla again, just having a little wobble. His tyres may just slightly be overheating. Keeping tabs. That's a better call. He gained, definitely gained there through Debla. Took that chicane. Lovely. Can I get a good exit now? Debla gets a 3-second time penalty. And now Castangel's got a chance. Now he will get a move into turn 1, surely. Closing. Is he going to go in for it? Debla stays on the racing line. That is beautiful down the inside. Castangel. Oh, that is lovely. That was a lovely move. Castangel very late on the brakes there, but still managed to keep the good line through the chicane. Brilliant exit as well into the long right-hander. We've got a yellow flag, sector 2 and 3. Not our leaders. There is a virtual safety car. See if we can find out who that was on the spin then. Whoever it was has recovered. Lil Pack once again in the pits. Surely it's got to be it's a drive-through penalty. I think it may have been. No, he did swap onto the mediums. That safety car, virtual safety car, came out for him at the right time there. We're going to switch the battles up. Gonna. Things have come up. Oh no, we did obviously in 2 and 1. We're going to ride on board now with Shortbread, who will be looking to get a move surely as soon as this virtual safety car comes to an end. And they're both coming in. Steyanza and Shortbread coming into the pits, I presume, to strap on a set of mediums. Duran also coming into the pits. Costanjo is staying out. And Lee Craig has just got a drive-through penalty speeding under the virtual safety car. So easy to do. Got to have a bit of sympathy with that. We've got a few pitting now. There's all soft runners going on to the mediums, which they'll aim to end the race with. And virtual safety car has ended as I was looking through all that. We're going to ride on board with A111 does YouTube. Started right at the back of the grid. He's managed to make up good positions, helped the safety car, and obviously on the alternative strategy of mediums to soft rather than soft to mediums. We're going to stay on board with him now in the Williams. Those mediums should be able to make it through to, I guess, about lap 11, 12. Although may want to pit a little bit sooner. Get that extra performance. Meanwhile, we're going to switch over to Shortbread. We just had DRS and close within 6/10 of Steyanza in third. We're going to ride on board now for this battle for third even. I've got a feeling there's going to be a move here from the Mercedes of Shortbread. Doesn't quite get the exit Steyanza had, but he does have DRS. He's 8/10 back. Has he got? No, he's not going to be able to get close enough for the move. Meanwhile, Unique Eyes sets the fastest lap with a 1:17.9 as there's a yellow flag in sector 3. We've got a spinner, Lee Craig, who's not having a good time at all. Spins on sector 3. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to Shortbread and see how this battle with Steyanza is going to pan out. It looks good at the minute. Both have the same freshness medium tyres on. So this will now just be a battle of skill. Also, who can preserve those tyres? Have any left at the end of the race? I've got to say, it's looking quite even, though. Shortbread got a terrific exit there, and with the help of DRS, managed to close within 4.5 tenths at the start of the chicane. Steyanza. If he can keep it tight for the last few corners here, the sector 3, he should be close enough to have a go into turn 1. Will he do it? Neat and tidy. Neat and tidy. This is going to be a move now on Shortbread. We're riding on board up to 8th. That's great line speed difference. Eases past him. Does look like he's running a lower drag setup than Steyanza there. That DRS was almighty powerful. 3-second time penalty for Duran, meanwhile. We're just going to switch over to Steyanza now, see if he can reply back at the first time of asking down the home straight. Until then, we'll just have a little rundown of the grid. We've got Costanjo out in first, who is yet to pit, started on those medium tyres. Shortbread in second, Steyanza third, Unique Eye fourth. They are all on the mediums, having pitted under the virtual safety car. We've got a spinner possibly in sector 2. There's a yellow flag. And another time second penalty for Dable. I believe that's his second. Meanwhile, here we go. Steanza didn't get as good an exit, but does have the DRS. Mind you, Shortbread's straight line speed did seem almighty. Will Steanza have a go? He's looking for... No, backs out at the last. Takes that corner, lovely. Short shift into fifth there, gave him good traction. We're going to stay on with Steanza. Just under 4 temps behind. That was a brilliant corner there. Takes that right-hander, beautiful. Goes initially wider to drag it in and be able to get on the power earlier. As Patres gets a 5-second penalty. Pit lane speed, and then there was a spinner of the Red Bull. I'm not sure who that was. I've got a feeling it could have been Kimbo Slice, or it could have been Lee Craig, who's not having a good day so far. Oh, Steanza there. Possibly a lost downforce or carried too much speed. He's dropped a few temps, but Shortbread did have a little wobble on the exit there into the quick left-right chicane. He's within 6 temps. We can keep at that. He should be able to have a go into turn 1 as Shortbread just went a little wide there. Steanza got a much better exit. DRS activated. Let's see what Steanza can do. It's looking good. He'll get the move. And back onto the racing line. These two having a enthralling battle. And we're going to move back onto Shortbread. As Castangel just pitted for the softs, which he'll be running to the end of the race. He should be absolutely rapid now between now and the end of the race. Right, we're going to swap over to Castangel right on board and see how he does with those soft tyres. He's got Dabler and M. Duran, who both have penalties ahead. He won't want to rely on them. I'm sure he'll want to get past them and challenge for the podium. Being on those much quicker tyres, he went long-ish on those mediums. If he can keep a little bit of life in them for the last few laps, I think that'll be crucial. So yellow flag in sector 1. And that was Lil Pack having another Lil spin. I'm going to go back with Castangel on those soft tyres. With DRS, he should easily be able to get past Dabler here. Oh, there's a safety car. Safety car. Trying to find out who that was for. Not too sure. We've got Dabler going in the pits now. Must have damage. Must have been the cause of the safety car. Dylan is out. Presuming there was some sort of incident there. Sure, it's got to be a set of softs. It is no wing change though for Dabler. And M. Duran is out on a fresh set of softs. Geek Fusion is the latest to be speeding in the pit lane with 5-second penalty there. We have got quite a few cars taking the risk now and they're coming in for softs. Geek Fusion, Liam, A1 Wonders YouTube, Dabler, M. Duran have all pitted in addition to Patres for those soft tyres. I think this has got to work out for Castangel more than anybody. His softs are still, I believe, just a lap or two old. And he's managed to work himself up to 4th. With the safety car now, less tyre wear for this lap and the next until we go racing again. He'll have some good life in his tyres to challenge the 3 guys ahead of him at the end of the race. We'll just ride on board now with Steanza. Until the safety car comes in, which has already gone in, I believe. No, it hasn't. My mistake. There it is. Looking rather nice in the red. You believe we'll have one more lap of the safety car? And we will have DRS for the last lap. And we'll have 3. No, we won't have DRS because there's only 3 racing laps left. Well, there may be DRS on the last lap. If so, there's really going to only be one overtaking opportunity. Might see a few dive bombs. This could get saucy. So, a little rundown of the tyre situation. Steyanza and Shortbread occupying 1 and 2, both on 6-lap-old mediums. As we had a collision, Sexafy and Dabler on a safety car, penalties there. For Sexafy, they got the penalty. Unique Eye and it's Sexafy on the oldest tyres, 7-lap-old mediums. Most of the grid is on the soft tyre now. Castangel 2-lap-old softs. Dabler in 7th all the way down to Geek Fusion in 10th. They have the fresh softs in addition to Kimbo Slice. In between them, we've got Churchy Brighton, 5-lap-old softs. He may be under attack fairly soon. Right, we're about to go racing again, folks. And safety car is in. When is Steyanza going to bolt it? He has bolted it. Here we go. Shortbread going for the move already? No. Unique Eye's got past on the mediums. Can he keep it? Shortbread going for the move into 2-1. And they're so close. Is there contact? No, there isn't. Stay-Angel just about holds position there. So it's Steyanza from Shortbread to Castangel. Castangel's having a look on the inside of Shortbread and decides against it. He'll be wanting to use those softs to his advantage. Oh, and he goes for the inside, pushes Shortbread wide. Max Verstappen-esque there. Kept it clean, but God, that was aggressive. Oh, I'm telling you, Shortbread might be filing a fucking domestic abuse claim against Castangel after that move, as we're going to ride on board now with Castangel, see if he can get Steyanza with those soft tyres, 4 laps newer as well. Liam gets another penalty. It's not Liam or Lee Craig's day. And there's a yellow flag set to 3. We have a spinner. Lil Pack. We're going to go back to Castangel on board now. He's using the battery. Closing in, under 2 temps now. Is he going to go for the move? He's looking for it down the outside. Steyanza goes defensive round the outside. Oh, cut the corner a little bit on the end there, but can get away with that. Once again, Castangel was late on the brakes. Is that game set a match now for Castangel? That's the top 4. Oh, and there was a late move there by Unique Eye. Down to the inside, kept it clean. Shortbread, subject to 2 late moves. He has not restarted this race in a good fashion. He was not ready. And it showed. There's a move there. Unique Eye just defends that position from Shortbread, who was looking to re-overtake. We're going to go on board with Unique Eye, who's really closing up Steyanza. This is really spicing up. Lee Craig with another penalty. Trying to break the toe there, Castangel. As they all weave together in sync. Could be an Olympic sport, this. Down is turn one. Nobody's close enough for a move. So we're going to go back. We're going to go ride on board with Geek Fusion, who is looking to keep tabs with Dabler. 5 tenths back. Oh, I didn't get the optimal line there. Down into the hairpin. A little bit of a lock up there. Grab the front left. And fourth. Can he keep the car stable? He can. He's within 4 tenths now. 6 tenths. Sorry, it's Dabler, who's within 3 tenths on Bonneville. We're going to go. Oh, he goes to late move. Dabler cut it. Oh, earned himself another 3-second time penalty. That was never on. The opportunity was never there, but he had to go for it last lap. We're going to stick on board with Dabler now. And coming through to take victory will be Castangel, who wins a brilliant race. Coming in second, Unique High, followed by Shortbread to make up the podium spots. Bonneville finishes fourth from Castangel, who I thought maybe could have got into the top 4. Given that race, given he was on those fresh soft tyres compared to the older hards, mediums even. So there we are. F1 Winter League first race comes to an end. Driver of the day A111 does YouTube. There's some good moves there. Some very aggressive moves. Stangel, that late dive bomb. Unique Kai as well, following suit. Very, very late moves towards the end of the race there. But fair and clean, if not a bit aggressive. So, summarising the grid with all the penalties, top 3 as it is. A11 does YouTube moved up to 6th in the end. Stangel moving up to 5th, did get a place through penalties in the end. Geek Fusion 8th, Kimbo Slice in between on 7th. Round up the top, I got Dabler and it's sector 3. Well, thank you, that was a brilliant race. And remember, hands, face, party at my place.
Hello? Wait. Bless.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, mate?
Hey, you're right. Wait, are we active on the stream at the moment? I'm not so confused. Gadel's like just start speaking in case like it's
Yeah,
just.
I think he's gonna. Well, if it is active, then yeah, we are being heard right now. But once he does the YouTube video, I think he'll cut out all the start of it, so whoever's watching it now, I think, can hear us.
Oh, okay then. I've just been baffled by everything at the moment.
So, I've literally only just started doing some league racing, and I saw somebody wanted a bit of commentary. I thought, you know what, bit of fun. Well, why not?
Yeah, true.
To be fair, we could rival Brundle and Crofty, couldn't we?
Oh yes, definitely. We'd definitely be up there. No problem.
What
was that? Sorry.
I was just going to say, do you want to say, like, I don't know, maybe one of us does broadcast view all times and the other one will do the onboards?
Yeah, you can do. But so for the qualifying, if you want to, like, I'll try and keep tabs on who's quick.
Yeah.
And then I'll just, like, try my best to, like, get on board and then, like, take it through the lap if you want me to.
I was going to say, if you kept an eye, if one of us kept an eye overall, sort of what tyres are on, age of the tyres.
Yeah.
The other one looked for an onboard. And then as soon as like the one who's doing onboard says, right, we're going to ride onboard now with so-and-so, the other commentator also goes to onboard so we can both commentate and, as they do on real life.
Yeah, alright then. I say it's my first time doing anything like this, so if like I mess up, my bad, innit?
Oh, mate, I had my first time an hour ago on your race. Honestly, I think if I said anything bad about you, like you missed an apex, sorry about that. I just can't
my qualifying laps was absolutely terrible. I would say Spain is such a difficult circuit.
It is, and I'll tell you what, that curb on turn 2 is absolutely lethal this year.
Yeah. I was trying to get out the way because I was coming out the pits one time and there's like some cars behind me, so I just tried to move to the side just to get out the way. I literally touched that curb, gone straight away.
Literally, it is like marbles. It's like going on marbles.
I didn't realise my mic was in the lobby there.
Everyone knows you're commentating now. Where did you finish in that race? Because you were having a good little battle, didn't you? If you didn't have your penalties, you would have done all right.
No, but I didn't have any penalties at all. So what happened to me? So what happened to me was I had a poor qualifying. I started down in P10, and then within the first.
If you have just joined us, folks, we are going to be commentating now on this second race of the evening. We're just actually discussing my very recent new co-commentator, his performance in the first race. Which, if you're still with us from that, welcome back. If not, then be sure to check it out on Twitch or YouTube. I'm Joe, and this is Dylan. And Dylan, if you want to carry on talking about your eventful race just then.
Yes, it was very fun. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone who wants to get involved with the Gavra racing channel, go over to Discord, and I'll be sure to let you in.
Even for noobs and old people like me, it's fairly straightforward. Trust me, I'm a dinosaur with technology, but even I find it relatively straightforward.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Gavra, what he's done to set up all this, big props to him because that ain't an easy thing to do.
No, not at all.
Yeah. But anyway, back to my eventful first race. I was trying my best in qualifying, got absolutely nowhere. P10, good start. Then off the grid, I don't know what I did. I just, caught my inner Max Verstappen almost and got myself into P5, and then a virtual safety car kept me there.
You did have a good dive bomb, to be fair, going into turn 1 off the line.
I was absolutely bricking it pretty much, going down the inside of it. I did not want to crash into anyone at all.
No.
So then I know at one point I think half the car was on the grass, but then I managed to bring it back and then just slightly nudged the teammate across, and then
it happens to all of us.
Came out.
I literally started getting to league racing earlier tonight, and I just had some trial races. I think that was over on the full Force Racing League or FSRL. I can't quite remember what it's called now. And I had a little nudge into Bahrain. It was on turn 11. And I was trying to back out right at the last because I realised it wasn't going to make it. But it was, in the end, we both apologised. So I think it sort of went down to racing incident, thankfully. But, and also, I'll say it on air now just in case the start did get clipped. Dylan, I'm sorry if I was critical of you throughout the first race. I don't think I was. I think maybe once or twice I said, missed an apex slightly, but that's nice for me. That's very nice for me.
Say, if I missed the apex and I was commentating, I'm not going to lie, I probably would have been going mad at myself anyway because the racing that I was
ripping myself to parts.
Yeah, the racing was not the best from me, I'm not going to lie.
No. On to race 2, however. Dylan, do you want to talk us through this first lap of the Red Bull?
The first lap of the Red Bull. Yeah, well, there we go. This is how it all happens. Red Bull has just gone into the side of the pit wall now and going straight back into the pits.
Who's next up? Who have we got? I believe down at the bottom there. I've got to get my eyes tested. I've got a bit closer for that. So, Prezzo VK. I'm guessing he's a fan of VK. Are you a fan of VK, Dylan?
Okay, I might get absolutely canned for this. I have no idea what VK is.
The drink. Like WKD, but I think WKD even, but a slightly cheaper version.
Oh, in that case, no, I'm not a fan of that at all.
Mate, I'm telling you, uni, nights out, watermelon ones, pound. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a bit on the bit soft side, but in terms
Yeah,
of cheap drinks when you're a student,
I feel like that's the problem for me. It's just like drinking. You might as well just have a fruit shoot. There's no point. There's
mate, lemonade and lime or lemonade and lime and soda down the pub has probably got a little bit more punch than a VK. But when you can buy 10 for a tenner.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you could have, what, say, 2 shots of, double whiskey and coke, tenner. There you go.
That's a good shout, but I'll tell you what, you may criticise me for this one, Sambuca lemonade. Try it.
Sambuca and lemonade?
Yeah, Sambuca lemonade.
That's an interesting one. I thought Sambuca, it's just like straight, shots them and down them, and then that's done.
It's sort of like got a bit of a licorice taste. I mean, it's strong. If you have it straight, it's strong. Maybe not like percentage-wise compared, but taste-wise. But anyway, enough about our little tarty.
Yeah. We'll not turn the chat into alcoholics whatsoever.
This is
do not promote drink and drive.
Anonymous. Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah, we do not drink and drive in. However, right.
P1 at the moment. Sander, I've noticed that his lap was quite quick and it's slightly under par. However, the track is still coming into play now and getting rubbered in. So 1:17.8 is a very solid time at the moment, which I've realised through my qualifying
time.
Mm-hmm.
I think towards the end we did get to see. I think we were into the low 116s.
Yes,
so it will pick up.
Mm-hmm, definitely. But a 1:17.8 at the moment, that is, for the track in the condition it is, very, very good.
Good time.
It did take like a few minutes. It was sub 10 minutes for people to start getting into the 1:17s last time. So yeah. I'd say Sander here, he is on for a possible pole. I know it's early to say, extremely early. Half the lobby has not set a time, but Sander for pole position, it is a possibility.
Who am I going to go with? I'm just as new to this league, so I'm not sure who to look out for.
Yeah, so in the other race, I do know most of the names from there. However, this race, I do know Titzel Witzel, who has been supporting me.
Witzel?
Yeah, Titzel Witzel in P3 at the moment. He has been supporting me all the way through.
See it there.
He's been supporting me all the way through, despite all of my howlers that I've been having while I'm driving. So, big props out to him.
That's brilliant. Props to him. That's brilliant banter. That is absolutely brilliant banter. Right, Dylan, talk us through MC Coley, who's just coming up to start a hot lap, I believe.
Let's get to his name. I need to find it. Oh, there he is. So in the Alfa Romeo now, going down the main straight. So with this apex now, you'll need to get right on the inside of the first corner and then open it up into the second to give him a good chance, which he has done extremely well there on the curve.
Rode that curve well.
Yes,
Rode that curve very well.
So now coming up to another turning. This one yet again. He's going wide there, cuts it in.
Oh, he's hitting that apex nice. Lovely though.
He's very early on the power as well there, but he's maintaining it extremely well.
This is looking to be a bit of a corker.
Well, maybe my prediction earlier for pole, he might be about to get changed. He's on the curves, but he's maintaining all the control and the speed in the same way.
He is. His throttle control is brilliant. Using every inch of the track there as well on the exit.
Here he is. Okay, slightly
a little bit wide there.
Yeah, but still the first sector, purple without a doubt, I believe.
Gotta be. I wish we could see that. Oh, a little bit wide there. That may cost him.
That wasn't the best there going through.
Covered it quite nicely. What would it be? What will it be? It's 1:16.8.
Provisional pole there, a whole second quicker. Oh, wow. What
we're still with pretty much 10 minutes. With pretty much 10 minutes still to go. I thought. Do you know what though? The funny thing is, I reckon there was another 2 to 3 tenths in there. He made 1 or 2 small mistakes.
I'm about to say, going off the back straight then, just cutting in, he was slightly away from the apex. He was. That's very easy to attempt. But to get that with the minimal mistake that he had there. Absolutely
Very
brilliant.
good speed as well, and broke late, I thought.
Yes.
That was a brilliant lap. Thoroughly entertaining. Better than that Dylan in the previous race.
Oh, yeah, that didn't he? To kick him out of the league. Shocking. Absolutely. You don't belong here.
We got a yellow flag somewhere. Someone had a spin. Oh, the Williams. The Williams
in the third sector.
Festival.
Coming off
there's an arm up there.
My favourite. No.
Yeah, coming into the pit. He put his arm up there. It was as his teammate, Nico Zora, 59 with a 125. Definitely there was an instant there, possibly a muck-up with Titzel Witzel.
Well, so I've noticed that MC Coeli, he's been held up now in the second sector. I'm not too sure what that car was doing that was around him. I believe it was Nico Zora.
I think it was, yeah. That was the guy in the incident then with Titzel Witzel. I can't take myself seriously when I say that. We got a yellow flag.
There's a yellow flag in sector 2 again now. I believe this is car slowing down to allow other cars to pass them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Fundamental annoyance within the F1 games.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to ride on board with Pinty92, who I do believe this looks like a hot lap. He was originally second on the grid before MC Coley came and slapped everyone. Oh, good traction through there. A little bit tentative there going into that left-right.
Will Nico Zora hold him for around here, though?
Oh, that was nice and tight, yeah.
No.
Nico Zora. What are you? You've done it again. It's the same two.
Exactly the same position as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is happening with these two? Is this a bit of Hamilton-Rosberg-esque?
Quite a lot from different teams. Yeah, I'll part this more on the side of Nikita Mazepin. Because Nico's
would have been better than that.
I'm not too sure how quick he is and whether this lap is just like a one to the side, but he's in the 125, so
he's got to strap on a fresh set.
Yeah.
More importantly, though, he needs to stop getting in the way of his teammate. That's 2 laps. Well, I didn't see the first instance, so I can't. So I can't obviously, say that with 100% confidence. But that second instant there, what was Nico doing?
His fault. He should have got out of the way a lot sooner from that sector.
Yeah.
However, I've noticed that MC Coley is coming around the track now, getting ready for another lap. He's currently in sector 2.
What are we saying?
I'd say
5, 16. He's got it. I'm looking at low 16s.
You know what? Controversial message already. I don't think he's going to go quicker than his current lap.
No.
I have a feeling there's going to be a slight slip up somewhere and he's going to stay the same as that.
Or putting pressure on himself.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to go the other way. I reckon he's going to gain a few temps.
Oh, we all be right then. The battle
we have a money. We have a money on it. I'll put 10 on.
Okay, I'll put my driving career on there. Right, so here we go. That's a nice exit onto straight. So then, will he be doing the same again around here?
Really attacked it last time out.
Really wide.
Yeah. Well, he managed that curb well again.
He's cutting in on this curve. Very dangerous. That is
nice.
Very dangerous. Coming across.
I believe that's worked out. He's 400.
Nico's going. No,
Nico, not again.
Yeah, he's halfway.
Will that hamper Coley towards the end? He's still looking good. Oh, a little moment there coming out of the hairpin.
He's got on the inside now.
That was nice.
That very was good rotation. Again, right on the edge of the
it does. I think you're going to win this argument here. The lap doesn't look. No, he's abandoned.
No,
he's abandoned.
It's unfortunate though because I believe that Nico Zora did slightly tamper him again, and that's no fault for Nico because props to him there. He did get straight out of the way. But,
it was just unfortunate timing.
Everyone will know, like from Drake, even in like a driver career mode, like in F1, normally against the CPU, if there's a car in front of you, it does always put you off because you don't want to be getting those 5 pace like grid penalties.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I do feel for Nico in that one. It just had to be him, didn't it?
Yeah. So
Right.
unfortunate.
Dylan, take us through Zander, who's currently sitting second. He's a whole second behind Coley. Coming down the home straight now. Dylan, over to you.
So this was the man who I tipped out to be pole very early, and I believe he set it a good lap while the track was still evolving. So what can he do now on some fresh tyres and the track has evolved? So there, he's hit that very nice. He may not as close as MC, but he's lost the back end slightly there. He's going around now. We see some good speed though on the outside.
He did carry that speed well.
Yeah, I thought he lost it coming out. As he goes out slightly narrow, really on the inside there. That's got to
Looks unstable, the back of that McLaren.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is because every time he's going around the corner, you see it twitching out. So here we go around another bend.
He seems to be getting the rotation off throttle, but it's not planted on throttle.
And I say going around, he's not as tucked into the apex of what MC is.
He's
extremely wide there, extremely wide.
Yes, and a wobble. The oversteer again. And there we go into the wall. Lost a wing. Oh, Zander.
There from Sander. It is really unfortunate.
It is. You could tell he was a tenth. He was a tenth down on Coley. You could tell he was trying to make that up, and he just give it a bit too much for a right foot boot.
So I'm going to ride on with the Mercedes of Kyrax now, which, fun fact, this was my teammate in the Imola event.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so...
Were you in the Mercedes also then, or was it...
So it was just a one-off event, just, whoever wins it, wins it. And I DNF'd in both races again, so yet again a little input on my driving career there, but yeah.
You so want to get your name out there. You advertisement for.
So
Jesus would not be proud of you. However, talking on his lap, Cyrax, he's looking neat and tidy. He's keeping it smooth. A little bit hesitant on the power there, a little bit hesitant.
Here he goes.
The chicane, bring him, gone almost wide again, hesitant. His time of 1:19 was set on the mediums. Doesn't look too much quicker considering it's on softer tyres. Again, wide.
Yeah.
Wide at the hairpin. Will he do a Zander? No, he won't. He took that one really nicely, carried the speed, let it roll through.
So here we go.
Oh, a little bit understeery there.
Going early on the brakes.
That was lovely.
That was nice there for the
perfect traction coming out. Is it enough to top 10?
On the 119. And yes, it is.
Yes, it's fourth.
Wow.
P4 with 1 minute 30. I did not expect that.
Yeah, that was very unexpected. Then I just seen him shot straight up the leaderboards. Cyrax, take a bow, my son. That is very good driving there. And he has pushed Titzel Witzel down to P5. One of the commentators'
Titzel Witzel must be feeling a bit of a tit at the minute.
Yeah.
No offence, Titzel. Right, we're going to go with MC Cody now. I believe is about to start his last flying lap. Dylan, take us through this one, mate.
So, yet again, going in narrow, getting some good speed down to the final straight into the DRS zone now. So I'm keeping that speed going, which is what you need to do. So, and he always goes out wide here and then cuts straight in. And he has nailed that.
Wow.
He has nailed that first chicane there, turn 1 and 2.
Greedy with a curb, but this man's got a big stomach.
On the inside there, wide again and hitting. That's a strong line going through there.
That is. Carried the speed well.
And that is not the best of corners though. It goes extremely wide there. But however, Pinty, I've just noticed, has gone up to P2.
Yes, how's he done that?
It's a brilliant lap there from Pinty, gaining 2 tenths on Sander.
Meanwhile, Cody coming down to the last hairpin. Sander's retired. Did he spin?
The collision
we didn't see that.
In the first sector, I believe.
Oh.
Anyway,
what started off as a good session for him turned out to be a little bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
So he will start fourth, possibly still. Coley, however, coming through the last few corners, gets on the power early up to 4th, 5th. Racing through the gears now. What would it be? Would it be enough for pole?
Yes, he has! 5
It's still
tenths.
pole. Of course, it's still pole, but 5 tenths
for our race.
He smashed his previous pole lap. That was some awesome driving right there.
And also, we have another mover, aka Bloody Legend there. Oh, but he has just spun, so I've cursed him a little bit. Anyway, he has moved himself up into P3, knocking Sander down to P4, so even like more disaster on top of what's already happened for him.
Meanwhile, Sirax, I do believe this is a hot lap. Yes, this will be a hot lap.
Oh, and he's
gone wide
yeah,
there. That's going to
slightly
cost him.
wide
Can he cut in? No, that's nice. He's carrying the speed over there.
Yes, he has like managed that quite well.
He did. He got on the power early there. Needs to beat a 178.
Yes, he has. Sander has been knocked even further.
No.
Oh.
500ths.
Oh, Billy Misu.
Oh, Billy Misu on the medium
to get P3. Oh, wow.
Where's that come out?
A lap.
Not gonna lie, I didn't even clock his name earlier, and now this man's sitting on P3.
I'm sorry for sleeping on Billy there because he is
Billy. We do apologise. On the medium type, he's got to be favourite for the race now.
Oh yes, definitely. But the thing is, though, what I've realised from the last race, if you did watch me, that yet again, props to my driving. The soft tyre is so strong off the start of the grid.
Yes.
With that soft tyre, you will be able to get yourself and propel yourself so much further forward. But then the medium, after the first corner, that is when the medium becomes the better tyre almost automatically.
Yeah.
So
I did notice there was, I think we had about 5 medium runners at the start of the last one.
Yes.
Not one managed to gain a position, if I remember correctly.
So if Billy Misu, the main objective here is to try to not lose as many places as possible. Because I believe if he tries to gain, that is where it could all like crumble and go wrong for him. Because the medium tyre will not have as much grip around the first corner as the soft.
No, they won't come up to temperature as quick either.
Mm.
He needs to try and stay within the DRS zone. As long as he can keep within the DRS, he's got a brilliant chance of winning this race.
Yes.
And also how he can keep the life in the tyres so he can maybe go long. Obviously, you know, if a safety car comes out, it might change the strategy, but surely he must be thinking, go long. Try and have the freshest set of softs towards the end.
I feel like the best strategy here is because Spain is very prone to accidents, so you want to wait for that safety car to come out. And as soon as that comes out, you want to dive into the box as quick as you
do. Right.
So then, here we are for the formation lap
is underway. Who should we ride on board with for the start of this one, Dylan?
See, I believe, you know, everyone wants to ride on with P1, but I have a feeling that will stay as it is. I cannot see maybe P2 can challenge for it, but who will know? I feel like to make things exciting, you know, not doing like F1 as so much, but maybe ride down further down the grid, maybe with Sander or a Webster to like just kind of see what chaos could emerge out in front.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was going to say Cyrax.
I say Sander.
But Sander will give him a chance to redeem himself.
Yeah, he showed the promise in qualifying that he could possibly be the fastest driver out there. But
he did.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but MC is looking like he's the favourite. The only thing that might overdo him is Billy Misu, on the medium tyres, which that strategy will be very, very strong for him.
On that medium tyre. It'll be interesting to see his start. We'll ride on board with Xander, give him a chance to redeem himself with his spins. Like you said, he did show a lot of promise. He just needs to keep it neat and tidy, keep the composure. If he can avoid an early spin, we've seen he has got pace.
Definitely. However, his teammate in Mercedes, OG Milky Bar, down in P17. So, a big difference there from the two.
Not sure what happened to Milky Bar. We are, however, beginning to line up. We're going to go on board now with Xander. Let's get the telemetry up, see what sort of speeds he's going to be showing. Right, so Billy Misu starting on the mediums in third. The rest of the top 10 all on softs.
And this is it for the circuit Barcelona Catalonia Grand Prix.
That's not bad for somebody from Birmingham for a Spanish accent.
What can I say? I'm a man of the people.
You're a talented man, Dylan. And we've got a false start with a yellow flag. We've got a spinner. Here we go.
And they're away.
And away.
Billy Musso gets a terrible start there on the
Oh,
medium
that is.
side.
He's
He
already
falls
given
back.
position to bloody legend. We're on board with Xander.
So, AKA, there he's weeping a lot. Billy Musso, however, has come back
Bloody
down.
legend. Oh, Missu's gone round the outside of turn one. It comes to the inside on turn two. He's got the third back. He's got the third back.
He has done very well there to hold on to his positions after
He
that
has.
start. I really thought he was going to lose out. However,
We're gonna
MC
switch over.
flying.
We're going to switch over to Misu, who's managed to... Oh, he's right on the tail pin. Oh, he's looking at a little move there. Down inside, very cheeky. He lost a bit on the exit there. Pinty's managed to gain a few temps.
Well, the top 7 has stayed exactly as it is off the grid. No one has gained position, no one has lost.
Despite that, there was potential of a few moves.
Mm-hmm. No, I say Billy Misu, he has done extremely well there to hold his position to go any further. I'll say a big loser off the grid, like not to say that in like a bad way, but Jansu has lost 5 positions there. Oh, however, there has been a spinner, I believe.
There has. Yeah. I'm going to try and find... I can't find who that is.
I know there was an Alpine of GRN Kiwi who's lost 2 positions.
So he has. Dunkin' Donuts, meanwhile, has moved up into 8th from 10th. Titzel Witzel, good start. He's grabbed a few positions.
Yeah,
We're going to stay on board with Billy Misu.
The MC after the first 2 laps now is absolutely flying ahead. 2-second lead from second. It's looking like if Billy Misu... Oh, Billy Misu's gone
Billy Misu! Oh, he's got a good line. He's got on the grass. He's held it. He's held it.
On the tyres.
Pinty needs to gain a bit of time. I can see Billy Misu here waiting for that DRS, getting in the next lap.
He's
surely you must be thinking
as soon as he possibly can.
Yes,
he
will.
Just have the pace.
He won't get that clean now.
Positions there.
Correct, he has. He's gone down 2. Sanders moved up 1. Webster's moved up 1. So we have our first few changes in the order of the top 7. Sticking on board still with Billy Misu for another lap. Because I do believe he is going to be able to get the DRS off Pinty this lap.
This is it then, Billy Misu. But is the DRS in Spain just before the finish? So he won't be able to get it. But however, he's getting the ERS.
Yes. Is he going to go for a move? No, just having a little look.
Too late.
Keeps it tight though. Webster's just moved up. Webster has got past Sander. Oh, right on board with Webster. Right on board with Webster. Oh, they're side by side.
And the red one wheel.
Oh,
Has held him out very well, but however, he has not got the brakes on that corner very well. Sander possibly for a move down the inside. No, stays behind.
No, he stays in line. He's waiting for that DRS opportunity, surely. Oh, I'll tell you what, he's sticking with him.
Behind them.
We're going to stick with Xander.
So I'm going to stick with Xander here now. And he's slightly lost traction going through that.
He has.
Arming for the DRS.
Oh,
he's
the
going
mid corner did not go well and a wobble on the end. He's going to get past. He's going to get past. Kyrax down the inside.
Really took Kyrax to get the elbows out. But
but Sander comes back.
There's contact.
I believe that earned him a penalty, Dylan.
Yes, it's Sander there with a 3 seconds penalty because he's gone wide off the track and then cut back on.
And he went wide also in the corner afterwards, coming off the right-hander. Surely Kyrax is going to get the DRS here now and go for a move. He's got DRS.
Yeah, he's Sander there off the track again.
Oh, that's an easy take, and Billy Misu's gone up into second.
Oh, that was it. We predicted it, though. It was always going to happen there.
Side by side now, Webster and Legend. The teammates at Red Bull. Bloody Legend got the inside line. Look how wide that's forced Webster with the loss of downforce and the dirty air.
So Billy Missu's looking to close this 5-second gap to MC Crowley. Will he be able to do it? Bear in mind, at the moment, Crowley is on the quicker tyre, but however, in about 2 laps' time, I believe Billy Missu will have way more pace because that durability of the medium tyre. Because you have to bear in mind, in Spain, the tyre management is massive.
Has MC Coley already built enough gap?
We'll have to find out.
Do you think?
AKA Legend there, he has picked up a penalty. I believe that
he has
going wide. But however, Webster's right behind him again, so I'm going to ride on board with him now because this could be a possible move down the main straight for DRS.
I think it will be.
And the same thing for Pinty Missu possibly. Oh, and there's a spin!
There's a spin who?
AKA! He's lost it on the last corner!
No, he has! He's tumbling down the grid.
It's
Meanwhile,
really
Cyrax, he's going to be in with a move on Webster.
Pinty's got Billy Missu in the first corner!
He has! Billy Missu down to third, but he's keeping it tight.
Yes, he's right up the gearbox of that Williams. Will he go down the inside? He's looking for a move.
He is looking for it.
They're wheel to wheel around.
They're going to be wheel to wheel. Who's going to come out on top? On the outside goes Missu. Oh, there's contact.
That is very tight there. This is
brilliant racing, boys. Well, they keep it clean.
Billy Missu, there's just an advantage. But how about? I believe we'll have the DRS here. Yes,
we will.
Meter range DRS activating now.
Gets a decent exit.
However, Billy Missu, he has got such a big lead coming out of there, and he's maintained it.
Meanwhile, whilst these two are fighting, MC Coley has extended his lead over second place to 7.5 seconds.
Billy Missu here, he's looking just to get past Pinty as fast as he possibly can because he's just going to get held up.
He is.
We have to give him credit where it's due. He's fighting this to the very end. Yeah, again,
really is. We got an early pit stop,
and he's got the better exit.
Cyrex has come in for an early pit stop.
Could be interesting.
Meanwhile, Pinty looks a little too far back to give a move into turn one. Yeah, too far back. Through this 2-3 complex, can he get close?
So Titzel, Kyrax, and Histaldo have all gone in for their pits. Oh, and AKA Legend, but I believe that's because he did have a spin.
Yeah, he must have had damage. Going to stick on board with Pinty, who surely will have to get past Billy Missu this lap or the next lap.
Yeah, but however, his tyres now are going to start to wear out extremely quick.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. His tyre life's short. His tyres must be hurting in the dirty air as well.
Billy Missu weaving just to break that slipstream.
That was good. That was a good corner. Great hairpin there by Pinty. Can it follow up with the left-right complex? Smooth. Very smooth.
Good, very good. They're staying within very close range of each other here.
How much life? We got a yellow flag. I was about to say so. Very good.
But Pinty's gone in for his pit stop there. I believe that is the right decision.
Yeah.
He has to go on the medium. But Billy Missu now, if the race is all down to him, can he close the gap to MC? Or will Pinty...
Now he doesn't have to worry about defending that time to MC Coley. Surely you have to think Billy's tyres are in a better state than Coley's softs.
I'm really surprised there's been no retirements of the slot.
No, there's been some brilliant battles, but there's been no minimal contact. Maybe with Bloody Legends, but we missed that. We'll have to have a look back afterwards.
On the last corner, I did see it. So what happened was there was no contact whatsoever. It's just as he was coming around the final chicane on the outside, I think his wheel slightly tapped the rubber, and that's just sent it out to the inside. So it's really
fine margins around Spain. These curves are lethal. Just riding on board now with Billy Missu. He's not making... Coley's still extending his lead.
That's really surprising because Cody, he's on the softs, so you would believe at this stage, 7 laps into the Grand Prix, that the mediums would be the stronger option, but...
I would have thought so. I would have thought they'd be pitting already.
Into the pits. That is a strong decision there. It's going on to the mediums. I thought you were about
Missu there. But no, Coley, that is a good position. Yeah, that's a good call coming on this lap. The mediums, they should be in a good state by the end of the race, pitting that late. Meanwhile...
But will he come out in traffic, though? That's the question. And I believe
He
that
could.
he
He
might.
will.
If everyone else pits behind him, here we go. There's an Alpine coming down the straight, but he's got absolutely acres on him. Nowhere near.
No.
So now it's just a straight race between MC and Cody. But I believe that Cody here, with the 11-second gap, he could possibly be catching up to him. And then as soon as Billy Missy pits, he's going to be about 10 seconds down the road. So
if you're Billy Missu now, what are you thinking strategy-wise? When are you pitting? Are you going to try and extend those mediums, or are you going to try and reply back straight away?
So if it was down to me, maybe the risky option, but I'd just hold out and hope for a safety car. Because with the mediums, they could carry on going until about lap 15 and have half decent pace. But if there's a safety car, he's in a strong position then to overtake him, just like how Verstappen would have got Hamilton in the World Championship. It's going to be exactly the same thing if a safety car comes out.
Gap is closing, mine's pretty quick. Already under 10 seconds now.
Both on the medium tyres, however, Cody has got the 9-lap fresher tyres because Bissu's been on them from the start. It's going to be tight.
Nico Zora went a little bit wide there. Has he stopped? No, he hasn't stopped yet. So those mediums they've got to be starting to hurt now.
Yeah, it's about lap
low
10.
battery as well, Nico. Meanwhile, Coley is easily gaining 4-5 tenths a sector.
Anyway,
going on board.
Going down the grid now, in last place we have Kyrax, which I find that quite surprising because I know he was always.
He had an extra stop. He must have got damaged.
Oh yeah, maybe on his original pit stop he came out in the crowd, and then that's what messed him over.
Yeah. Well, he's on the fresher tyres a lot. Fresh softs. Meanwhile, Coley 8.5 seconds now behind Nisu. I'm going to ride on board now with Billy just to see how he's doing in comparison, how his tyres look from the onboard point of view. He's changing up very early. He must be feeling them.
Yeah, definitely. I have a sector 2. There is the retirement. This could play into Billy's hands.
Is there going to be a safety car? Don't think there will.
And Cody setting his fastest lap there on the medium tyres. And there's a yellow flag, but there is, as you said, no safety car.
VK, he's retired. He's just pulled up on the side. He's retired. He's out of this race. Meanwhile, Janzu 96 picks up a 3-second penalty. We've got five drivers with penalties. Janzu, Sander, Bloody Legends, Webster, and
Sander
Kiwi.
has a 9-second penalty there, so that's really harming him.
Right, we're going to ride on board with Dunkin' Donuts. Just ahead of him is Hill Stadino and Titzel Witzel. This is the battle for 7th. Oh, a little wobble there.
Hill Stadino could potentially challenge for this Williams here in the 7th position, I believe.
You've got to put your money on Duncan to gain a few positions, though. 2 flat pressure tyres, that may come into into play later on in the race. Meanwhile, Billy's pit now. Billy is pit after 10 laps on his mediums, and we've got a spinner. Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts has spun. Same place Xander went in qualifying.
Oh no. Because we was just mentioning about the tyres were looking strong.
They were 2 lap pressure. That's a safety car. It's a safety car.
Oh no, Billy. This could potentially play into Billy's hands.
I think it will. They're bunched up.
Because Billy is now on the softs.
Yeah. And they're as fresh as you like. No laps on them. So everyone is pitting now. Dylan, this could get spicy yet.
This really could mix things up quite a lot. Because now it brings everyone back into the race. So, Bloody Legend, Kyrax, the people who are front runners at the very start who dropped down the grid due to mistakes from maybe on their side or other drivers' fault. They're back into the mix now if they can gain some positions.
Dylan, if you ride on board with MC Coley, he's quite far ahead in terms of safety car in respect to Billy Missu. So he could come out just behind him in that sort of 4th, 5th area. Do you risk it? Do you go for softs? Or do you stick with your mediums, stick to your guns?
He has to stick with the mediums in this position because if he does...
He's coming in!
No, he's
coming in!
He's pitting for the
Coley's going for it! Coley is going for it, which means GNR Kiwi is going to inherit the leads.
No,
who is
he's
also coming in!
No,
this is
he's
like
yet to
perfect.
pit. This is his first pit stop, so this is yet to pit. Billy Missu, the strategy that I
could pay off.
Someone should sign me up. I don't care who you are. Mercedes,
Coley's coming out of the pit. But Missu's got ahead of him.
And Pinty, and there is many back markers. Cody could have made a mistake here. Where would he fit in? P4.
He's P4 with one
So he's got to get past Webster and Pinty. And we've seen the problems that Pinty gave Billy Missu at the start of the race. So
we also saw the battle Webster had with Bloody Legend.
Yeah, so this could be very interesting on the race restart.
I can't call it. I mean, it's played right into Billy Missu's hands, but with just how quick Coley is, you can't write him off just because he's a car.
For me, it all depends on Pinty and Webster. It's depending how much they hold each other up or whether they're going to battle each other. It's going to be very, very tight.
I can't call it. I can't call it. This is going to be, because we've got Pinter and Webster on the medium tyres, but
they're old.
They are old.
So both of them are 4 laps old, and Billy Missu and Cody, they're both on fresh soft, so this could be very interesting.
I think we're going to stick with that battle. The top 4 or 5 for the restart.
I think the one to watch here is Cody, to see if he can possibly get someone off the restart on that main straight. It's going to be very interesting because the first corner, it is so tight there for 2 cars to get around there. It's going to be difficult.
It is 2 cars. They'll be battling with each other. Maybe that could present an opportunity to Coley. Just notice as well, both McLarens are our DNFers.
Oh, Sander got a DNF there, which
he was the one who caused the safety car, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So it was it wasn't. No, it was Duncan Donuts who did the Xander qualifying. Sorry, Xander, to use you as a reference like that. Do you believe the safety car will be in this lap?
Yes, it has to, because the grid, it is pretty much all reformed. You have a few Mercedes, but they're all back runners, so this should be where the race restarts. We'll all find out now coming up to the 3rd sector after the main straight on the back. And there's been a 3-second penalty there for Frank, who I believe is trying to catch up to the rest of the pack.
Did he have a little nudge? I was not on board.
He's all the way 14th. He's just trying to, get with the rest of the pack, ready for the safety car restart. I say it's unfortunate because I've been in like this position before when you just
safety car in, Dylan. Safety car in.
This is it. You'd think Billy Missu will hold this position on the fresh softs, but the question is, have they all got heat in their tyres? Because that can play a big factor as well.
Webster there's looking to weave. Webster and Pinty need to get heat into those mediums. They'll be vulnerable to the soft runs behind them. Holy, especially Kiwi on the soft tyres.
5-second penalty for Coley.
Coley? Oh, he didn't have a penalty before that as well. Right.
But
I think Missu's gone. Billy Missu's gone.
And Cody spins!
Cody spins!
Cody's lost the back end there, but he's managed to maintain it. But this plays
He's
into
still made
Billy
a
Missy's
place.
hands massively. And GRN Kiwi's now approaching from behind for Kiwi, looking for a move.
Oh, going in
And
so
Kiwi
well.
gets his
The
elbows
Alpha's got
out.
it. The Alpha's got it.
That's very
Totally
strong.
making
But
up there for that mistake.
now we need to think, no, Billy Misu currently positioned and two ahead of Cody, but Cody
He'll
has
be-
that 5-second penalty.
He does.
This could be massive here for Billy
This could be,
Misu.
because I think Webster recruited 2 3-second penalties, so he may, I'm just guessing it because it doesn't show us, he may have 6 seconds worth of penalties.
I have got the stats here of what the penalties are. So Webster's currently got a 3-second penalty, Cody on a 5-second, and GRN Kiwi on 8 seconds. So
Cody will need to go like the wind. We're going to ride on board now with Coley. Webster looking a little shaky there.
it's the
Off the
medium
hairpins.
tyres. This should be it now. Cody on the main straight.
This should be slam dunk again. You can just see the performance difference of those softs over the mediums.
Cody has so much grip going around here.
He does.
It's an ERS
Look at that.
off the back of the Red Bull there.
It's going to be in vain, surely. Webster will be using his battery. Are they going to be side by side? Cody's going to go for it.
No!
He dives on the inside and he gets it.
What a move!
Brilliant by Coley.
By Cody. Very brave on the brakes there, just to slow the car down as much as he can going into there.
How late was that?
That
By
was
Coley.
he was almost like, well, he was on the rear end of the wing of Webster there, and just on the braking, he's managed to get it side to side. It's absolutely brilliant.
Of course, on the downside, he does have 2 seconds more worth of penalties
Yes.
than Webster. Webster can stay within 2 seconds, but I think he's going to leave him pretty soon.
Yeah.
Cody's already making ground on Billy.
Even with the DRS wing open there, he's only managed to close it down to 9/10, so now a second back again. And now it's a race between Cody and Billy. I believe Billy will hold this unless there are any mistakes, but there has been
Then we'll a yellow
retirement.
flag. We'll go spinner.
Witzel. Could there potentially be more drama here?
I think Bloody Legend had a little spin as well. He just ghosted. Meanwhile, Kiwis within a second.
Webster's really struggling here. I am watching him. I know Kiwi. He is on 3 laps old fresh tyres, so he will
Off
be
tyres.
cracking Webster.
As well. Yeah, we're going to ride on board with Kiwi now. Surely a move on Webster will be imminent even this lap or the straight at the start of the next lap. Just look at the grip. He's able to such a finer line and get on the power so much earlier than Webster. I think it's going to be a slam dunk going into the home straight, Dylan.
It's going to be, I reckon he'll be on this straight here with the DRS and the ERS deployed. Webster might struggle to hold him off.
Under 10% battery, it's gone wide.
He's lost
Kiwi
it.
went wide.
He's lost it there.
Lost the downforce mid-corner. Paused by Webster's dirty air, surely you would have thought. But he's on the power early there. And he's much tighter.
Even if Kiwi does get the overtake done here.
Oh,
he's
penalty!
got
Another. He just went wide.
This is really big for Kiwi here. Webster has a 3-second penalty. Kiwi's up to an 11-second penalty. So even if he gets the move done, he's not going to be able to hold this. However, MC Cody and Billy Misu on the main straight. He's going for the same move he pulled on Webster.
Done it again!
And he's done it. But the
He's done it again,
penalty, it will. Oh, it's going to be tight though. There's 1 lap left. There's no. Billy Misu has a mistake.
Meanwhile, whilst that was happening, Hill Stadino got Nico Zora. He did a Coley into turn 1.
Oh,
And talking to Nico, Duncan's on his back. I'm going to watch this battle now for 6th between Nico Zora and Duncan Donuts. Duncan surely has got to be building confidence now. He took a wide line in the
like a
entry.
little switchback almost there, but it hasn't worked out for him.
He's got closer. He's within 2.5 temps
Well,
surely on this zone.
Yeah.
He just went over the line. That would be a warning. Surely he'll get him now. We'll ride on board for this straight. DRS active with Duncan.
You'll be looking to get down the inside here, but will he be able to do it?
No, too far back.
Very far.
Oh, he's took a lovely corner there, right on the gearbox. Hello, Chuffy. Look at that. He's staying so tight with him. He is not giving him an inch to breathe.
Not at all.
It's like being a child on Epstein's Island. No space at all. Breathing down your neck. Oh, and he's just got a penalty.
He's got a 3-second penalty, but AK's too far back, and he also has a penalty. So, the final...
Oh, that was an
ending of
intense
this
finish
race.
there.
Billy Misu, the City car played into his favour.
He's done it.
He did put in an extremely good drive there. To almost come out
did.
of nowhere for qualifying on the mediums. No one noticed him.
No, we didn't. It was a surprise.
And then off the grid, he did very well to hold on to his position. And since then, he had a brilliant stint on the mediums. However, Cody, when the safety car came out, just to think, maybe if he never had pitted, it could have been the other way around. It could have been Cody first, Billy Misu second. But it's just what happens.
Did that safety car change the race?
Definitely.
Because it was on the restart. Cody had a little moment.
Yes.
Not forget.
I believe it was GRN Kiwi touched the back of him.
Yeah.
And then that is what gave them both 5-second penalties. So.
Because Billy Misu was looking vulnerable until that safety car.
Definitely.
Driver of the day for you, Dylan?
You have to give it to Billy Misu. To go from P3 there, even though he was on the stronger strategy, I'd say it's Billy Misu there to win the race. It's put in a great drive. Yeah.
Agreed. He was under threat. He was under attack on the first sector of the race. For the first stint, those first sort of 3-4 laps, it was crucial he held position. But he not only held position, he was pretty much asking questions to Pinty every single lap.
So apparently, I've just looked in the chat, and Billy Misu has came out and said that Macaulay's driving like it's in unranked lobbies, apparently. So this could be a spicy championship then if our two main antagonists are going to be going at it like this.
Well, it's going to be exciting.
Definitely.
Exciting season.
So there we have it then.
That was brilliant.
MC Cody with the fastest lap by
1:18.2.
A whole second quicker.
That was the same gap as in
qualifying.
Yeah. I'm impressed. Just looking over the chat now as well. We're going to try and get Billy in for an interview if we can. But yeah, it's Crazo. He lost it over the curb. He said still playing with some... he's playing without more assists now, so that's good to up your game in that way. And actually, I commend that. You know, you don't really think about going into a league race and changing the settings there. You usually practice on it for a bit.
Yeah, it does take like a lot of balls to do that.
So kudos to him. That McBoley is driving like he's in the own rank. Yeah, I just saw that. There's talk of a penalty being removed. Proof's going to need to be sent to the stewards, though, for that.
Okay. I believe, is that one for the MC Cody when he did have that incident with Kiwi? So Patrick, GG with the commentary, so thank you.
Where's that?
It's one of the most recent ones, just coming through now. Yeah, great job with the commentators. It's what we do. We've never done it before, but it's what we do.
I think my phone's really slow because I'm struggling to get those latest messages through. Oh, it wasn't on Wi-Fi.
I agree, commentary, good team. It's just funny because about an hour ago, I was saying...
I didn't even know you existed. Wow, until I saw your race.
Oh yeah, about an hour ago, my driving was getting critiqued by the commentator.
Wasn't me.
Anyway, thank you everyone for like the kind words about the commentary.
I still can't find it. Which chat are we in for this one?
So just the Twitch official chat itself.
Oh, it's on Twitch. Right, let me go over to Twitch. I was looking on Discord. I'm a dinosaur with technology. I do apologise in advance. Let's have a little look. Welcome to the chat.
So yeah, anyone who is in this Twitch chat who's looking to join some F1 races, there's links in the chat to join Gavra Discord, and I highly recommend it. It's a brilliant server.
No, I still can't find the chat.
It might have to load in for you. I'm not too sure how it all works, but
Is it the Gavra Racing FC Winter League Round 1 chat
Yeah.
on Twitch? Yeah, it's not saying... it's not saying-
I think you're not allowed to view old comments, so I think that's why.
Oh, that would be why. It'll be on the stream when it's uploaded.
Yes.
As soon as you can... Yeah. Well, in anticipation of that, thank you very much, guys, for your comments. This is the first time I've done it, and I'm Dylan's first time you've done it as well, I believe.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's see if we can get a little bit of info on the next race. And I'm not too sure. Do you know where we are, Dylan, for the next race? You'll be in the first one.
So, don't quote me fully on this, but I believe it's Singapore. I think.
Singapore.
Which, yeah, it is a tough circuit, Singapore, but I feel like it flows way better than what Spain is, because you just have to be accurate with it, and there ain't too many curves. There is the tricky bit in the third and first sector going around that last corner flat out, but
Yeah. So he's early money on. It's got to be Coley, surely. He was
Yes,
precise
definitely.
in his driving. You've got to think that's going to carry over.
Yeah,
to a
but you
circle
can't
towards looking
knock
at you
out
from every
Billy
angle.
You can't knock out Billy Mishu, because the thing is, to set the time that he did in qualifying on the medium tyres, that does take some doing.
It does.
So I
Takes
believe
balls.
he never got to show his true pace, because he did pit late for the soft, so he couldn't really show how quick he actually was. But we'll have to find out in the next race.
Talking about, I don't think we got any interviews from any of the drivers. So I believe that is going to conclude the end of our stream, the end of our commentary.
Is there any more news on that penalty review that was going on?
We're waiting for footage to be uploaded, I believe.
Oh, okay, that could take a while then.
And I've just got a message. We're gonna wrap it up on Twitch now. So Dylan, Singapore. When is Singapore?
It'll be the same time next week, I believe, for both lobbies.
Same time next week. Okay, so Wednesday. I look forward to it.
Definitely.
And Dylan, it's been a pleasure, mate,
Yep, you
to
too.
meet
Likewise.
you. And hopefully, this fantastic blossoming relationship got off to one of the best starts. Right, until next time, guys, take it easy. And remember, hands, face, party at my place.
So.
Right, and I think that'll be cut there.
Alright then.
That was good fun. I really enjoyed that.
I was about to say, yeah. I
That
noticed the first race, it was just getting like a bit quiet at times, so I was like, oh, I might as well give this a go. I've got nothing else going on.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that, honestly. I mean, I might have some... You'll obviously be racing on the first one next time.
Yeah.
But, I'll be sure to big you up.
Yeah, for the first race now, I've already got a little support crew going.
The Dylan Support Trust Fund.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one, mate. Right, it's been a pleasure. What are you doing now?
likewise.
I'm probably going to do a bit of practice on here, to be honest.
Oh, I'm going to bed.
I've got about an
that's-
hour. So I need to get to bed. I think I'm starting at about.
Well, how old are you then? Go on, I know you're probably slightly older than me, I'm guessing.
I'm 28.
Oh, yeah, I'm 20.
Oh, you're a lad. Spring chicken. You got work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm starting at 8, so I'm gonna head off at about 11ish. I'll add you on PS4 as well.
Yeah,